Imagine healing stubborn pain without injections, medication, or surgery. That's the power of Shockwave Therapy. Hi, I'm Dr. Beth Templin, founder of HouseFit. And if you've been living with stubborn pain that just won't go away, no matter how many treatments you've tried, you may be wondering if there's anything left that can truly help you heal. Maybe you've already tried physical therapy, injections, pain medications, or rest, and you're frustrated that nothing seems to stick. If that sounds familiar, Shockwave Therapy may be the regenerative solution you've been searching for. In St. Louis, more and more people are turning to Shockwave Therapy because it offers something unique, a way to activate your body's natural healing process without surgery, injections, or medication. As an expert in healthy aging and regenerative care, I've seen firsthand how this technology helps aging adults to stay active, avoid surgery, and move with confidence again. In this video, we'll break down what Shockwave Therapy is, how it works, which conditions it treats, and what you can expect if you're considering it. By the end, you'll have a clear understanding of whether this gentle, non-invasive treatment is right for you. Shockwave therapy, formerly known as extracorporeal shockwave therapy or ESWT, is a non-invasive treatment that uses high-energy sound waves to stimulate healing in damaged tissue. The term shockwave can sound intimidating, but there's no electricity involved, and the treatment is far gentler than most people expect. Unlike traditional treatments that simply manage symptoms, Shockwave works at the cellular level. It triggers a cascade of healing responses in your muscles, your tendons, your ligaments, your bones, and even nerves. That's why it's considered a regenerative therapy, meaning it helps to restore and repair rather than just mask the pain. At HouseFit, we use Storz Medical, Focus Shockwave, and Radial Shockwave. These are the gold standard in the industry. This advanced technology allows us to treat both deep and surface level tissues safely and effectively. A lot of clinics offer only one type of shockwave, often a more affordable, lower powered version. But the truth is that different tissues require different levels of intensity and depth. Here's how the two types of shockwave compare. Radial shockwave spreads the energy widely across the tissue. This is best for superficial layers such as muscle, fascia, trigger points, and areas of broad tension. It's great for conditions like plantar fasciitis, muscle knots, or tendon irritation. Focus shockwave sends sound waves deeper into the tissue. It reaches areas that radial cannot, such as deep hip tendons, rotator cuff structures, or arthritic joints. This is excellent for bone-on-bone arthritis, chronic tendon tears, or degenerative tissues. When used together, these two powerful technologies create a combination that allows us to personalize treatment for each client's needs. No two bodies are the same, and no two conditions are identical. This is why we customize every protocol from the ground up. So now for the exciting part, how Shockwave actually helps your body heal. When the high energy sound waves enter the tissue, they trigger a series of biological responses. These changes are what make shockwave therapy so effective for chronic conditions, especially for those that haven't responded well to other treatments. Here are the main mechanisms behind its success. Number one is increased blood flow. Healthy tissue needs circulation to heal. Painful, stiff, or damaged areas often have poor blood flow, which slows the recovery. Shockwave immediately improves the circulation, bringing oxygen and nutrients to the injured tissue. Better circulation equals faster healing. Secondly, it's activation of cellular repair. So Shockwave stimulates the production of growth factors. These are the biochemical signals that tell your body, let's fix this. Fibroblasts, the cells that create collagen, wake up and go to work, rebuilding the tissue that has been broken down over time. This is one of the biggest reasons aging adults love this treatment. As we get older, our natural repair processes, they slow down, and Shockwave helps to reverse that decline by jump-starting tissue regeneration. 3. Collagen production. So healthy tendons and ligaments, and even cartilage, rely on collagen fibers for strength and structure. Shockwave encourages new collagen formation, not just more tissue, but better tissue. It helps to restore the elasticity and resilience needed for movement, balance, and strength. 4th, Shockwave can break down scar tissue and calcifications. So chronic pain often stems from old scar tissue, adhesions, or tiny calcium deposits that irritate the surrounding tissue. Shockwave helps to break down these hardened structures, making tissue more flexible and functional. That's why it's so effective for conditions like plantar fasciitis, rotator cuff calcifications, trigger fingers, and Achilles tendon pain. 5th, Shockwave can reset your pain signals. So many long-standing pain conditions arise because the nervous system has become hypersensitive. Shockwave helps to calm irritated nerves, reset dysfunctional pain pathways. Clients often say it just feels normal again because the treatment restores healthy communication between the tissue and the brain. Shockwave therapy is incredibly versatile and can address a wide range of chronic pain issues, including things like plantar fasciitis, Achilles tendon pain, patellar tendonitis, hip bursitis, rotator cuff issues, tennis elbow, golfer's elbow, trigger points and muscle knots, bone-on-bone arthritis, trigger fingers, hand and wrist arthritis, shin splints, and old injuries that healed incorrectly. It's especially helpful for aging adults who want to stay active but struggle with recurring pain or stiffness. Most clients are pleasantly surprised by how comfortable Shockwave feels. You'll feel a rhythmic tapping or a pulsing sensation, not sharp pain. And the intensity is always adjustable based on your comfort level. A typical session lasts about 10 to 15 minutes, and many people notice improvements immediately afterwards. Shockwave is powerful on its own, but pairing it with EMTT, which is extracorporeal magnetotransduction therapy, and targeted physical therapy, accelerates healing dramatically. Here's why the combination works so well. Shockwave breaks down old unhealthy tissue and stimulates new healing. EMTT energizes cells and reduces that deep inflammation. And then physical therapy rebuilds strength, mobility, and coordination. Think of it as a 3-part system. We're going to repair, regenerate, and then restore function. That's why our clients see major improvements in a short amount of time, especially those who have been in pain for months or even years. What should you expect after treatment? Well, the good news is there's little to no downtime. You can return to daily activities immediately, but we do recommend avoiding really high impact or high intensity exercises for about 48 hours. Some people feel mild soreness, but most people report feeling lighter, looser, and more mobile right away. The best part is the healing continues for 8 to 12 weeks after your final session as the tissue rebuilds from the inside out. So is Shockwave therapy right for you? Well, Shockwave is ideal if you want a non-invasive, drug-free treatment, if you have pain that hasn't responded well to other approaches, if you want to avoid injections or surgery, if you're experiencing arthritis, tendon pain, or chronic stiffness, if you want to stay active, independent, and mobile as you age, if you're tired of treatments that only offer temporary relief, Shockwave therapy may be exactly what your body needs to finally heal. So, if you're ready to explore Shockwave Therapy, at HouseFit we specialize in helping adults 50 plus to stay strong, active, and independent without pain pills or surgery. If you're curious whether Shockwave Therapy can help you, schedule a free consultation today. Let's build out a personalized plan that supports your goals. Your healing journey starts with one simple step, and we're here to guide you every step of the way.